In the last session, we discussed about command line editing, codes, command substitution, job control. Okay, we have different kinds of jobs like foreground jobs and background jobs, as well as we have seen some commands to check processes which are running in your system. And there is one command, so PS command, so it will display the list of processes which are running in the system, including the system processes or user processes. Okay, so there is a command, that is PS command. This command is used to display the system processes or the processes which are running currently. Okay, that is PS command. It will display only processes. So if you want to see the list of all the processes, then you can use option -EF. Okay, fine. So PS, it will display only the processes. Here currently only your bash is running. Okay, and another one is PS command. Fine. So in this session, we will discuss about aliases and variables. With these two topics, we will complete this chapter. Okay. So aliases, what is an alias? So in general meaning, alias is nothing but some secondary name. Okay. So we can refer with original name or alias name. Okay. So take one example in terms of Unix. There is a command ls-lrt. Okay. So this is the command and it has some meaning like ls-lrt. Here in this command, L means long listing and R means reverse order and T means based on time, date and time, the file or directory created. Okay, so here you will get, here this entire thing has some meaning. Okay, and we are naming, to execute this command, we are naming this as a ls-lrt. For this, you can create some alias name as well. Suppose LL. I can give any name. So this is the name of this command, or I am giving some alias name to this command. Alias name to this command. Okay, how can I complete this command? So the command name is alias. So here the command name is alias space small letters, all small case, ALIAS in small letter. Your alias name, okay, you can give any name. Here I am giving LL space, within single quotes you can specify the command. In this way we can create aliases. Okay, so here if you observe the syntax of this alias command, alias space, here alias name, any valid name. Again here you need to follow the naming rules, like there should not be any space. Okay, means the alias name cannot be like so this is invalid naming, right? Here there is some space. Okay, so if you want like this, you can combine like underscore or hyphen you can use, right? Fine. So here while giving alias name, you should follow the naming rules. Next, equals to, within the single quotes you can specify the alias, I mean the command which you want to, for which you want to create alias. Okay, so here the command definition. So any command you can create. Okay, so for any command you can create aliases. Fine. So how to check aliases? There is a command aliases. Okay, so using this command you can check already existing aliases. Okay, and we can remove, if we don't want any alias, then we can remove that also. Okay, first let us check one example. See here I am creating the same. If you first will check what are the aliases present. See here in this system, these are the aliases created. These are the aliases created. Okay, so here ls-cf. Okay, so here there are some options like cf. For this there is an alias name, that is L. here at the command prompt, if you type L, it will execute this ls minus cf command. So this L means ls minus cf. Okay, so it will execute this command. So currently these are the aliases created in this system. Okay, now let us create one alias and check whether this is going to present in the list or not. Okay, in the next topic, next we will discuss generally where do we place these aliases. See, for the current session, if you created the command prompt, for the current session, that alias can be recognized. Okay, so throughout your project, if you want to access your alias, okay, then in that case, where to place this alias, that we'll see later. So first, here these are the aliases. We'll try to create one alias. Okay, for ls minus lrt. Okay, so command is alias space your name, alias name. You can give any name. Suppose I can say AA, any name, whatever it may be. So to get some meaning, okay, so we can give like this. Okay, see here I am saying long list. That's why I am giving some name like ALL. You can give any name, valid name, but it should be a valid name. Fine, equals to within single quotes ls minus lrt. Okay, and with semicolon. Now enter. So no error, nothing. Means this command is executed. Means LL, there is this alias LL is created. Now see here I am typing this command. Okay, what is LL? There is an alias. Okay, so that command will be executed. Okay, so that command will be executed. What is this LL? There is an alias to this command ls minus lrt. Okay, so when you say ls ll, so it will execute, it will run this command. If you want, you can pass parameters to this command as well. Here I am saying like ll space suppose say start txt. Here this star txt is the parameter to this alias. Here star txt is the parameter to this ll, okay, or alias. See here, it is displaying only text files. LL is, it is not Unix command. There is one Unix command. To that Unix command, we created one alias name. That alias name is LL, and we are passing parameter to this alias. Clear? Fine. So this is the way of creating aliases. Next question. Why do we require aliases? Already there are commands. Why do we require aliases? See, in real time, you are working in one project and assume that the project, if you want to get into your project directory, every time you need to specify or you need to execute one cd command with a long path. Okay, we'll see the same thing with example. See here we have one directory that is CSR, right? We'll check what are the directories in this. Yes, there is one directory in dir. Okay, directory example. We'll just get into this directory. Directory example 1. Is there any directory? Yes, again there is a directory list. Okay, clear. See, first I just log into the system and I need to change into my, assume that this list is the directory, this is your working directory. So every day, okay, whenever you want to work with your project, you need to get into this directory, and there are some, assume that there are some files and directories and you are going to work in this directory. Every day what you need to do, you have to use the cd command to get into this directory. If you remember the path, directly you can give complete path. Otherwise, one directory at a time. cd space csr, press enter. Next to cd space directory example 1, press enter. Again cd space list, press enter. Then you will get into the directory. If you don't remember the path, if you remember the path, you can give. Now see, yeah, I got some. Yeah, here this is preceded with the slash symbol. That is the problem here. Okay, means it is checking from the root. Okay, fine. So now we change it into this directory. Okay, so every day I want to work with this directory. This is my task. Okay, then you can create alias to this command. You can create alias to this command. Like, see here. Here I am creating one alias like PJ. Assume that your project name is some PJ, whatever it may be, some short name. Okay, equals to, within single quotes, you can give this command name. You can give this command. Okay, so here to this command I am creating one alias. That alias name is PJ. Okay, now press enter. We got command prompt. Let us check what are the aliases present in this. Yeah, these are the aliases. Okay, see here PJ is your alias which is created just now. Okay, fine. Here if I say PJ and if I press enter, I will be getting into list directory. See here, one short form, very simple command PJ. Okay, so actually this PJ is not a Unix command. So this is the alias created to one Unix command, that is change into some directory path. So to that command we created one alias. Okay, we created one alias. Fine. So this is the way of creating aliases, running the aliases, I mean executing. It is very simple. Execution is nothing but the word maybe looks high, but it is very simple. Just specify the alias name and press enter. The command which is specified this alias will be executed. Okay. So here every time no need to execute cd space. I need not to give any path. Okay. Assume that, see here, if I say PJ, I will be changed into this directory. Okay. I could able to get into my project directory. Now I can start working with one simple command, that is PJ. Okay. So that is the main advantage. So here regularly if you are working with some commands, then you can create alias to those commands and you can run those short names. Okay. So it is very easy. So why we are creating aliases? To avoid the repeated tasks, to avoid long commands. Okay, instead of executing long commands, you can run some short names. You can run the commands with short names. Okay, so in this way you can create and run aliases, and as well as you can pass arguments to the aliases. Like, see, ll, there is a command ll. Okay, so this is long listing. Here some files and directories are there. Here I can pass some argument to this like txt. Now it will display only text files. It will display only text files. Or ll t star. Here I am saying t star. It will display only the files or directories which starts with the letter T. Why it is not displaying T? Take directory. It is showing. Let me check. Yeah, there is one directory, take. Okay, fine. We can pass arguments to these aliases. This is the example. Let me check why it is not displaying ls minus lrt or ll. We can say ll. It is displaying one directory, take. Yeah, it is trying to display the content of this take directory. That is the reason. Here you can say, suppose see here cd t star. It will change into this take directory. Why? Because there is only one directory present in this which starts with letter T, capital T. That's why it will change into this directory. In the same way here, sorry, here whenever you are saying ls minus lrt, t star, it is similar to take. This t star is similar to take. So that's the reason it is displaying what is there in this directory. So there are nothing in this directory. That's why you are getting total 0. Okay. Got it? See here, ls minus lrt space t star. Okay, so there is only one directory present in this directory with the name which starts with the letter T, capital T. That's why it is displaying the content of the directory. Okay, fine. That is the reason. So this one is similar to exactly capital T star. Here also it will display total 0, the directory content. Okay, fine. So this is about aliases. Now our discussion is, our topic is aliases. Okay, so how to create aliases? Alias space alias name equals to, within single quote you can specify the command. Okay, fine. Next one, how to see aliases? Simple command alias. It will display the list of aliases. Next, how to remove aliases? How to delete? How to delete aliases? Here the command is unalias space your alias name. See here, this is the alias we created, right? This is the alias we created. Okay. So here I am saying that unalias alias name, that is PJ. Now press enter. Now this PJ is removed. PJ is removed. Let us check. Here I am saying PJ. Now it will display an error saying that unknown command or command not found. Command not found. Why? Because the alias is deleted or removed. Let us check. Alias. There is no alias with the name PJ. Okay. So next one. If you want to see what is that particular alias, then the command is alias space alias name. Alias space alias name. So it will display the alias information. So this alias is ls minus lrt. Okay. This alias is ls minus lrt. So alias space alias name. First it will check whether this alias is existing or not. If it is an existing alias, it will display that alias information. It will display that alias information. Okay, if it is not exist, suppose I am saying KK, there is no alias in this list with the name KK, then it will display error like not found. This alias is not found. Okay, it will check whether this alias is present or not. If it is present, it will display the alias name. If not, it will display the error message saying that this alias is not found. Okay. And next thing is, these aliases will be created based on your or according to your shell. Okay. So we are seeing all the examples to the K shell. Okay. K shell. But in C shell, there is different approach to create aliases. So we are discussing about only K shell. Okay. So all these commands will work in your K shell. Okay. Again, point to remember, in C shell there is different approach or different methodology to create aliases. Okay, fine. Just some syntax will change. That's it. Nothing more. Fine. So again, quick review. Alias is nothing but creating some short names or alias name to commands. Okay. So how to create aliases? Alias space alias name, suppose A, equals to your command in between single quotes. Okay. So here I am saying ls minus lrt more. Okay. So here I am combining more than one command in alias. More than one command in alias. Okay. So this is also allowed. So how to create aliases? Alias, it is the command name space, minimum one space. Next, alias name. Here you can give any name, but it should be valid name in Unix. Next, equal to, in between single quotes, you can specify the command. This command can be a single command or set of commands. Okay, fine. Here I am using two commands. One is ls minus lrt. This output will be sent to more. What is more? It will display the information page wise. Suppose your directory contains some thousands of files. Then this listing will be displayed page wise. Okay, fine. So here we are combining these two commands. So this alias, we can create aliases for some set of commands or more than one command. Okay, fine. Now press enter. This alias is created. Now if you say a ls minus lrt, more command will be executed. Here we have only two files. That's why we can't see the effect of more. Okay, if you have some more than 25 files, more than 24 files, then you can see how the screen size will be 24 lines. So every time you will get 24 lines, next to 24 lines, next to 24 lines, and so on. Okay, so based on the listing size. Fine. So this is the way of creating aliases. How to see list of aliases or the aliases present in your system? Using the command alias. Simple, no arguments, nothing, only alias. It will display list of aliases in your system, list of aliases created in your system, present in your system. Okay, next one, how to remove aliases, how to delete aliases. Command is unalias space your alias name. Press enter. Now this a alias is removed, deleted. Okay, if you want you can check. Okay, now here this is the alias we created, right? This is the alias we created. Now I am going to exit from this. Okay, I closed this. Okay, so instead of restarting, just let me get into this terminal. Actually, we need to log off and log in. Alias, see here. Where is that ls minus lrt? It is not present. It is removed, right? So that alias is not present. Once you close the session, that alias will be removed. Why? Because we created that alias at the command prompt. How to make it permanent? Means, see, every day you can't make your session on, right? Okay, you are working in the project. So today after completing your task, you can log off from the system. Again tomorrow you can log into the system. Okay. So that time your alias, if it is present, then only you can run that alias. If it is not present, no need of creating alias every day. No need of creating alias every day. Okay. How to make it permanent? It is very simple. Already we discussed one thing. Okay. There are two files. One is .profile file and .bash rc file. Okay. So these two are system files, and these two files will be executed when your session is going to create. When you log into the system, these two files will be executed. Already we discussed it in the earlier sessions. Okay. So using this file, we can create it as a permanent, like we can save this alias. Let us see how. I'm going to open this profile file. See this command .profile. This profile is a file. It is a system file. By default, when you create or install Unix operating system or Linux, it will be created automatically. It is a system file. This file will be executed automatically when you log into the system or when a session is created. Okay, when your session is created, right? I am going to open this file. Yes, the file is opened. Now here you can create this alias. Okay, alias, already there is one alias. Okay, see here I am creating this alias LL. equals to, or we'll create one pj, okay, equals to, sorry, equals to, within single quotes, cd space, you know the path, right? csr slash directory example 1 slash list. Let me check. Oh, directory example, I remember only up to here, or list, some list there, I guess. Okay, we'll check and we'll modify this one later. Okay, see here I am adding this information. Now I'm going to save and close this. Okay, fine. First let me check this one, how to check previous commands which are executed or used commands. One way is fc-l, it will display only from the buffer, but see here these are the commands present in the buffer. If you take history, it will display all. Okay, see here, yes, up to here list, yeah, we are correct. Okay, so let us check the same path present in this profile file or not. Directory example 1 list. Okay, again I'm opening this. See here, just I'm running this command. See, directory example 1 list. Okay, so we are good. That alias name is pj. Okay, now here if I say pj, what will happen? Will this particular command executes? No, no, command not found. See, I'm going to clear the screen. Here I am saying pj. This alias is created and I placed this alias in profile file. I saved the file and I closed the file, but I am not getting this alias. I could not able to run this alias. The reason is I need to execute the profile file. How can I execute the profile file? One way is log out from the system and log in into the system. Another way is manually you can run this profile file. How to run? Dot space that profile name, I mean file name. Okay, so dot, it will run this file. Okay, spelling error, profile. Okay, dot space that file name. Okay, now press enter. Yes, now this profile file is executed. One way is log out and log in, then this profile file will be executed automatically. Okay, another way is run manually, execute it manually. Okay, so here we are using dot space dot slash profile. Now this profile file is executed. Whatever is there in this profile, everything is executed. Okay, now if I say pj, it will change into list directory. It will change into list directory. Okay, now this alias is executed. Okay, clear? So now here I am going to exit from this. I close this. Again, if I open the terminal, if I open the session, I should be execute this alias. Okay, let us check. See here, I am opening this session. Okay, now here directly without anything I am saying pj. Oh no, command not found. So yes, okay, so you need to log off and log in once. Okay, then it will execute. The profile file will be executed automatically when you log off and log in. Okay, So here this is not executing, but it will execute once you log off and log in. We'll try once, otherwise we'll log off and log in again. Okay, sorry, PJ, it is not found. So you need to log off and log in from the session. Okay. Or in the next run it will automatically execute. Okay, just we are checking, it should execute. Why? Because it is there in the profile file. The profile file automatically executes when you log in into the system. When you log in into the system. Okay. Yeah, it takes some time. Okay, fine. So this is alias command. Generally, why do we create aliases? To run long commands with some short names. Okay, suppose every day I need to get into some directory path, or every day I need to execute one command, but the length of this command is very high. Then instead of typing every time, you can create one alias, and that is nothing but some short name or short form of the command. Then you can use this to run the command. You can use this to run the command. Okay, so that is main advantage with this aliases. Fine. So next topic is variables, creating variables. Variables. Here if you observe this word variable, okay, see here, variable, we have two kinds of variables. One is system variable, another one is user variable. A system variable is nothing but it is already used, defined in the Unix operating system. Okay, so it is already defined in the Unix operating system. We have some system variables. Already we have seen one, shell. Okay, so how to display this system variable value? Precede this variable with dollar symbol, dollar sign. So this dollar sign will display the variable or system variable or user variable. So variable value, dollar sign will display the variable value. Okay, so precede a variable with dollar sign, it will display the variable value. Okay, so next one, how to create variables? You have to specify some name to this variable. That should be valid name, like no spaces, first letter should be an alphabet. Okay, like this. What are all the naming standards we discussed? Those rules apply here. Okay, so here I am saying a equals to, suppose I am saying 50. Here I am creating one variable a. Okay, so this a is the variable name. Okay, so generally for creating user variables we use lowercase letters. It is not mandatory, you can use uppercase also, but all system variables defined in capital letters, in uppercase. Okay, so as a user, when you are creating your variables, better you create with in lowercase. Okay, but it allows you to create uppercase as well. It doesn't deny you. Okay, but that variable name should not be the system variable name. Okay, like you should not use this variable shell as your own variable, as user variable. It is already defined in the Unix. Okay, it is for Unix. So this is the system variable, but your variable name should not be the system variable name. That is the rule. You can use upper or lower, but it should not be the same as system variable. That is the rule. Okay, fine. First we'll check this pj command, then we'll continue with creating variables, how to access variables, and what are different system variables present, and we'll check what are the values present in those system variables. Okay, so by seeing the values of these variables, we can come to know why they are using and what purpose they are using. Okay, fine. First let me check this pj command. Maybe some editor error, but it works. Okay, so pj means it should work. Otherwise we can save this in bash or C. So here also you can create variables. Yeah, here also some aliases are there. Okay, here I am going to use one alias. Actually profile will work when you log off and log in. This file will be executed automatically. Here in this case it is not working, maybe because of some shell configuration or something else. Okay, but it works. pj, here I am creating this alias, cd space csr space directory example 1 slash list. Okay, yes, here it is executing. I specified in the bash rc file, when you log off and log in it works. Okay, so even profile file is also same. It will execute it when you create the session or when you get into the, log into the system. It should execute and that alias should be executed, but it is not executing here. Okay, maybe because of some configuration errors or whatever it may be. See here, I close this one and here I am saying pj. Okay, so that alias is executing. Now it is permanent. You can shut down the PC or you can log out from this and log in again. It works. Okay, right. Next one, variables. How to create a variable? The variable name equals to, here you can assign the value. This value can be an integer or it can be real number. Integer means suppose 45, it is integer without any real part. Okay, otherwise if you say 66, this is the 0.66 is the real part. Okay, so 45 is the integer part. So here you can assign some integer values or real numbers like 34.34. Now 45.34 is the real number. Okay, or some characters, suppose say some t. Here we are assigning one single character to this variable, or you can assign some set of characters as well. Suppose welcome. Okay, so this is some set of characters. Okay, so in this way you can create and assign values to the variables. Create and assign values to the variables. Exactly what happens when you create a variable and assign some value to this variable? So for this variable v, internally some memory will be allocated. And this value, whatever the given value, that will be stored in that memory location. Okay, so it uses, now here in this case it uses some temporary storage area. That is the reason if you log off from the system and again log in into the system, these values will not present in this variable, and even the variable is also not present. Okay, see here I am going to execute this one. Yes, here the variable is created and the value is assigned. I am going to display this variable value, echo result is some $v, right? Here I am going to see this variable value, that is welcome. This is the output here, see. Okay, now here v equals to 45. Now echo result is $v. Now see the output. Here I am getting 45. Here I am getting 45. In the earlier case, I got some string. Here I am getting some value. That is the reason here this we call it as a variable. Means at any time you can change the value. The value which is going to store or which is stored, that can be changed, that can be varied. Okay, So that's why it is a variable. It is not constant. Okay, it is not constant. It is a variable. So we can keep on changing the values. Now I can say v equals to 89.55. Now see here, echo result is $v. See what it is displaying here, 89.5. The output is changing based on the variable value. Okay, in the first case it is some set of characters, in the second case it is some integer, in the third case it is some real number, right? So the values are varying. Okay, you may not think like the data type is changing. Okay, see here I can say suppose some 33.66. Now here echo result is $v. Now here it is displaying 33.66 only. Okay, so along with the data types we are changing data, right? So that is the reason the values are varying. The values which are going to store into this variable, okay, that is varying. That's why we can call it as a variable. That is first thing. And second, what are different types of variables present in Unix operating system? We have two kind of variables. One is system variable and second one is user variables. We have seen user variables, how to create variables, how to assign values, and how to get values of these variables, how to output the variable values. Okay, how to output variable value? It is very simple. Precede variable name with $sign. Okay, it will display the value. Okay, so next we will see some system variables. Already we have seen one system variable, that is shell. Okay, so echo dollar in capital letters shell. Here it is displaying the shell name. Okay, next to echo dollar env. There is one variable env. It has environment details. So no value is present in this variable. It is also one system variable, but there is no value present in this. That's why empty output we are getting. Okay, so next there is one variable, system variable, that is cd path. Okay, cd path. This is also system variable. It displays your path. Okay, list of parentheses separated by something. Okay, so here no path is specified. Suppose you can specify some paths and each path can be separated with colon symbols. Multiple paths are there. Okay, yeah, we have more. There we can see how multiple paths can be combined. Okay, next one, editor. Yeah, it is also empty. Yeah, here we are getting everything empty. Yeah, here in this home we have some path. Okay, let me open this file. There we have some here some paths are specified. Okay, so here path, it is also one system variable, path. It is also one system variable. This has some path. Okay, Hadoop, home, bin, something. Okay, see here, if you observe this one, here this is one path and this is another path. These two paths are separated with colon symbol. These two paths are separated with colon, and this is another path. So if you are assigning some multiple paths to a variable, then separate them by colon. Okay, so they should be separated with colon. Okay, then only system assumes that this is one path and this is the another one. Okay, otherwise combinedly it will assume it as single path. Okay, so using colon we can separate paths. Okay, so here this is one variable, it has this value. Okay, so these are some system variables which are used. Suppose home, this contains the home directory path, home directory path. In the same way, you can create your own variables and you can assign values to these variables. You can assign values to these variables. Okay, how to assign values? I'll show you example here. See here. Here this is one variable, hist size, and 1000 is assigned to this variable. Okay, next to hist file size 2000. Here this is another variable, some value is assigned. So these are all variables and the values assigned are stored in these variables. Okay, so this is some integer number. You can see some set of string how to assign. See here, here Hadoop home, this is one variable. Okay, it contains the Hadoop bin directory or home path. It contains home path. Here this path contains, see here, if you observe this example, see here, the first one is $path, the first one is $path. While assigning the value, here this first one is $path, means already in this variable already some value is there and you are concatenating this new path. You are concatenating this new path to an existing path. Already this variable path has some value and you are concatenating this new path to this variable path and storing into this path. Okay, so in this way you can concatenate. Next one is, see here, in this $home, $Hadoop underscore home. So $Hadoop underscore home means this is the path. This is the path. To this path you are concatenating this new /bin. Okay, so $Hadoop underscore home means this is the path. Okay, this path /bin, that is the value. Okay, fine. So these are the variables, system variables and user variables. Okay, when we are writing scripts, we can deal more with user variables. There we'll create our variables. When required, we will use some system variables as well. Okay, fine. We'll stop here and we'll continue in the next session with new chapter. Okay. Thank you.